Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55.
Well, it's been 12.
Oh, let's see. Let's go to settings. Let's see if I can move this up. Oh, I can't move it. Oh well.
The longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so. But here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to win another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, well, I think we can safely say the Tom Brady experiment has worked just fine. All the questions about, hey, are we really putting our faith in a 43-year-old quarterback? I think now we can say definitively that the answer is yep.
And it's always amazing that just one guy can completely change the culture of an entire franchise, and he's done exactly that. But remember, this team had a lot of good players already on the roster, ready to embrace a new leader and a new direction. They've done exactly that, elevated their game, and found their way into the Super Bowl.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
On the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Throwing now is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. They thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
What you doing out there, boy?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 62 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And he's got it up and through. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The ball's on my foot.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 56 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this?
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 34.
Mahomes pass.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10,
that's how
and
we
all
do it.
the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So we've reached halftime here in So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady, he sets up the screen to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Breaking the couch. Stop.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
To number 87.
Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
What are you doing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Bashaud Breeland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Mahomes is going to run it on the option, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Third and 9.
As Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw there, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense set to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Buccaneers 6.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
There they are, the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.